All right, and this morning we are continuing to bring you continuous coverage of the catastrophic collapse. And I know this morning we have some new interview, hopefully to just give us some more information.
Yeah, we do have 7's Elisa Bizio. She's standing by, we believe, with the mayor of Surfside. Elisa?
We have the same problem.
Yes, we have the mayor here, and we're just going over some information. Let's first, Mayor, start off with you toured the site this morning. Explain to us what you saw and what is happening now.
Well, the work continues 24 hours a day, nonstop. We have search and rescue there, going through the pile of rubble, trying to pull people out. That's the number one task. We've got waves of search and rescue experts, world-renowned experts that are there to do one thing, and that's get people out of that rubble alive. We've had some complications. We've had a fire there that's been ongoing now for, when did this start? 2 days ago or 3 days ago? Whenever it started.
Thursday,
Thursday,
1:30
right.
1:30 in the
right,
morning.
okay.
Yeah.
And today's Saturday, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Losing track of time. But in any event, that fire has been ongoing since almost the beginning. And not near the beginning, and it's been a very difficult challenge because it seems to be the source of the fire seems to be deep down in the pile of rubble, which would probably be the subterranean parking lot, which would probably be cars that got crushed, which would probably be fluids that had leaked, and combustible items like beds and sheets and stuff like that. So that's just added a different layer. But that aside, we're going full speed, doing everything we can. We've got men on that pile. We've got waves of men waiting to get on that pile to pull the bodies out.
Yeah. Mayor, I'm going to have you step just a little bit closer to
everybody
us here.
out.
You know, we are tight here with media, and we want to give everyone their space.
Okay.
But talk to us. You talk about, you know, the parking lot likely and combustible material there. What are the dangers associated with that, and then how are they handling that over there?
Well, they've done testing. They constantly test for explosive gases in the pile of rubble. And you know, and again, it's all bad because we've got people trapped in there in air pockets. They need to be able to breathe. So that just drives.
Have you found life in there? You for sure know people are trapped in air pockets?
That drives them harder to go ahead and work even more diligently, you know.
So they think they have found them, or they are hoping that these air pockets exist?
We know there are people in that pile. We are going to get them out. We are going to pull them out as fast as possible. We're not concerned with anything else. That's our number one priority, to the exclusion of everything else.
Have they heard anything? Any sign of actual life?
They're working to remove the debris piece by piece, because if you move large pieces and it shuffles everything else, that, you know what that would do for the void that someone who's trying to stay alive in that pile of rubble is subjected to, and that we don't want to do that. So they've got a process, they've got a protocol, they're following it, but it's just that, you know, again, the rainstorms didn't help either. But we're still going. It's a beautiful day today, and thank God we've got that. We're trying to get that fire under control, but the work continues. The work to get everybody out of there continues.
And Mayor, as the ladies were tossing to us, we were talking off camera about structural reports. Can you tell us what you have learned overnight?
Overnight, well, this morning I was told that there was a report that the towers had submitted by our building official back in 2018. I'm unaware of that because, you know, I just came back as mayor in 2020. I was the mayor before, back in 2006 and 2010, but I was not aware of that, nor was our building official. But in an effort to get all the information they could, they found that. Now, as I understand it, that dealt with some cracking in the pool area, and that's important information. With respect to the so-called 40-year recertification, that had not been submitted. It was due this year, and we had not received it. Our building official told us last night at our meeting that he was told that it was on its way and would be submitted. So that's all I can tell you about that. But I think there are some reports which are conflating that report with the 2018 email regarding some cracking in the pool. and other things. I'm going to look at that email as soon as I get a chance to check my emails, because I've asked that it be forwarded to me.
Okay, so you haven't reviewed it, and obviously once you do, you have been so good with us and with the media and getting information out to really the most important people in this situation, which is why I'm on the families. Way up to see the families right now. And I've got transportation waiting for me, so I'm going to go up there. Yesterday I was up there visiting with the families and asking them what they need. What they told me was they don't need to hear from politicians. They need to hear from the experts, which is why I went immediately over to Mayor Cava, who was nearby, and asked her if she would provide the fire chief to talk to the families, and she immediately did, to her great credit. And the fire chief further committed to update the families every 4 hours. So that, and that's all, that's the secondary. There's two things that we're doing. We're pulling people out of that rubble, and we're supporting the families who are enduring the unimaginable. And if on your way out here, Mayor, I know you're on the way to see them, but I know a lot of them are watching us now. We just a message of hope for them. What would you like to say to them as we continue? To say to them, we are dedicated to pulling everybody out of that pile of rubble. We're going to do that today. We're going to do that tomorrow, and we're going to do that the next day, and we're going to do it until we're done. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. We have all the resources that we need. We don't have a resource problem. We have a luck problem. We just need a little more luck. We need to find some people. Now, time is ticking, and every hour counts. And really the best of the best are up there. There's no better. That and again, it's that's not an issue. We've got other issues, but that's not an issue. Thank you, Mayor. You're welcome. We appreciate that. And ladies, we will send it back to you in the studio for now. But as you heard from the mayor, a few updates there. But as far as any of the unaccounted, that remains the same as what Mayor Cava told us earlier today. But they will continue to search until they find those unaccounted for. For now, we are live in Surfside. Elisa Bezios today in Florida.
Elisa.